I guess this is it. I think that we will have to record on my floor. I don't want to record on my floor, but that's the situation we have right now. And I don't have the heart to move him for my own convenience. So let's go ahead and record on the floor. Because you know what? It just so happens that my floor is wood right now. So, but I don't want to sit on the floor. Maybe I'll just do it on my bed. Should I do it on my bed? Don't judge me, okay? I'm just gonna do it on my bed. Alright, peep my frazas. I'm in a Halloween spirit, okay? I am. I don't have my holder, so I think I'm just gonna be doing it with one hand. I know that my sister won't watch this because she hates the videos that I have with just my hands, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So this is my planner. All the information will be linked, not linked, but just stated down below because, you know, that's what I do. Okay. So this is my planner, my physical planner. It's a 7x9. You guys know the dealio. Let's head into October. Lead by example with hope, never fear. Michelle Obama. Okay. We passed September. We are in October. And I actually felt that October was very intriguing to me, honestly. Okay? I did know that my car registration was happening at the beginning of this month, which actually did happen, and it ended up being $48 and some change. Oh, it's my cousin's birthday on the 31st. I wanted to help my family members more and peep this, record more YouTube videos, which I did. Spend time with Tommy, which I actually did because I called out yesterday. I didn't call out, I asked to have off. Care and do more actions of service for my parents. These were some of my goals that I wanted to do. Enjoy the outdoors more. I haven't been doing that much just because I'm kind of like a house rat. Like, I don't like to go out and socialize. Anyway, be more active on social media. I have been putting off my Instagram a little bit. Reconnect with cousin from Canada. I do have to call her. But she's usually busy with the kids and stuff like that. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, I know it looks pelado. Pelado means empty-ish. And that is because I have not put my expense tracking stickers for today or yesterday. Yesterday I did a lot of purchases. And next week my father is actually leaving on the 15th. He's not coming back until November 15th. So he's going to be gone to my country for an entire month, which honestly, if we're being completely honest, it's going to give my mother and I a little bit of room to breathe. So I'm not saying, you know, his presence is not welcome, because it is. We love him. But, you know, sometimes it's good to get away from everybody. Okay. Anyway, I did not do the addition of my first week. And I have not done the addition yet because obviously the week is not over yet. Tomorrow will be Friday the 10th. I don't know when you guys will be watching this video. I do hope it's maybe Saturday or maybe even Friday. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow and just give you guys a little, you know, special surprise. Anyway, I have been eating out a lot and I need to stop that. I've told you guys this so many times. I need to stop eating out. I feel like I'm a broken record. But trust me, I'm just put into these situations where I have to eat out because I'm outside. Even though I love to be in here and I do love eating home cooked meals. Like, you guys have no ideas. I will pick home cooked meals over eating out any day and every day, especially my mom's cooking. She should have been a chef. I don't know, maybe it's just because I grew up with her cooking, but oh my goodness, eating and it's just the best thing. All right, let's move forward. So I do have the day off on the 13th, so meaning this will be a long weekend. So I didn't go to work on the 8th. I put in a vacation day, but I did make purchases. Today, did I make any purchases today? Yes, I went to Dollar Tree with my sister and I bought Tommy his treats. Tomorrow, I know that I'll be going to the store. I think I may be going to Walmart to buy some groceries because we are running low on some things over here. My mom is currently unemployed. So what sometimes I do is I ask her, hey mommy, what do you need, to cook? So then I'll just go ahead and I'll buy whatever it is that we need so that she's able to cook for the coming week. She hasn't let me know what we need yet, so I actually have to go ahead and ask her. But yeah, on Saturday, I think that my mother, myself, and one of her friends will be going to this huge garage sale in New York. If I'm not mistaken, her friend is going to be driving us there. So that will possibly happen during the daytime. On Sunday, I have to go to church with my sister. It's going to be a little bit rough because it's going to be raining. And it's also going to be raining on Monday that we have off. Not everybody gets off on Columbus Day, but we do from our job. So that's the good thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to church. I think it starts at like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. I'm not too sure. I went to church on the 5th with my sister and my niece, my nephew, and my brother-in-law. So I think it's gonna happen the same on the 12th. So yeah. On the 14th, I get charged from my T-Mobile. I've been looking at like cheaper T-Mobile or like services for my cell phone. I just can't find any that's good and reliable. Drop down below if you guys have a really good reliable service. I know many of you guys are not from New Jersey, but just let me know because I think that I'm paying too much for one line. And the thing is, I don't want to be getting people in my plan and then having to ask them for the money, Like, I don't know. Anyway, Planet Fitness is looking like it's going to stay at 26.81. Geico, this actually, it first went up last month. Let me show you. Okay, so in September, as you can see, it went up from 80.99 to 91.31, right? Well, I changed like my address and stuff, right? So what ended up happening is they lowered it to $88 and some change. So from 91 it went down to like 88. I don't know if it has to do something with me living in a different place. It could be, but you know what? It's better for me because, it's a little bit of money less. All right. I will be getting paid on the 21st from YouTube. I actually saw the ending numbers. It was like maybe like $115 and some change, which is great because that literally can cover my internet bill and a little bit of my Geico. So I think that may be going towards like these two bills or maybe these two. I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to do with those 3 months worth of money. Yeah, you heard that right. It actually took 3 months for me to get the 115. When I told my mom, she almost like passed out. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it actually took me 3 months to get $115 just because I kept on missing the threshold for these past few months. But anyway, it's okay. Listen, I am just grateful at the fact that I am getting something. Something is always better than nothing, okay? Anyway, moving on. I no longer have to pay for the gas and no longer have to pay for the light. And my rent 633 is due on the 1st of November, but I like to take it out from this payday on the 24th of October. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's see what else we got going on. I don't think, let me see. I don't think that I have my paycheck breakdowns here. Do I? Yeah, but I don't think these are accurate, honestly. I don't think that these are accurate. Because just so many little changes happen. But this was my first, like, the first paycheck breakdown that I thought I would be, getting paid that much. I am no longer getting paid that much. It's going to be like $10.88. I did put $66 for my cell phone because it will be taken out on the 14th. My gym membership, $27. My car insurance, you see, it's $81 here, but it's really $88. My cash wallet, I was gonna take out $215. Now it's gonna be $160. And this is the amount of money that I was supposed to go ahead and save. And the breakdown of how much money that was going to get saved is over here. But this is all out the door. Because I'm actually putting towards my emergency fund $684. And then the remaining of a little bit of money that I have left will be towards my cart maintenance. And I think that comes out to maybe $64, if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, everything else is not getting anything for the time being. So what I'm working on right now is obviously fully funding my emergency fund, and then once I'm done funding that, I'm going to move on to the next sinking fund, and then put a little bit more there, and so on and so on. Same goes for October 24th. I like to look ahead. I don't know if you guys have noticed that about me, but I do. Like I said, that is not the amount of rent that I was going to pay. I think that I did this breakdown before I knew that I was going to move out. And obviously that's not going to be how much I'll be paying. It will be way less. I no longer have house bills. Just one that's like worth $30, and that's the internet. Then everything else is relatively the same. These amounts are not going to happen. But yeah, I noticed that I did it like so long ago that I even decided to go ahead and take out the sheets that I did for my November. Look, let me show you. You see, I already had like November done with like the new amount, or the amount that I was supposed to be paying should I have stayed in the old apartment. So I'm telling you, I went like way ahead. Way too much ahead. I don't think that I see a sense in reprinting this and redoing everything, just because I don't know if you guys can tell, but look, I literally have nothing, like nothing here anymore. So I'm like, why am I going to be printing out, hole punching it and doing that whole thing when I know I'm gonna use my new planner in the next month or so, So I just said I'm just gonna leave it here, because I normally now just go based off what I put in my Google sheet. However, I do like to have it written down. So, but for the time being, this is just gonna stay right where it is, right here. Okay? Anyway, that is what it's looking like. Don't pay attention to this. Makes no sense. I do, however, have been writing on my planner. And I heard this quote today, and I just had to write it down. I was like, exactly where you are is exactly where you are meant to be. I love it. I really do. Okay. It's currently Thursday the 9th. I was going to do laundry after work, but my mom helped me out. She's so kind. She's so sweet. I should mop my bedroom floors. I did not deposit the money during lunchtime. I have to deposit $500. I didn't call my mom during my lunch because I went out with my sister. Hold on. Sorry. I went out with my sister. Tomorrow I do have to do my grocery pickup. Like I said, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I have to work on my costume, you guys. Yeah. So everyone in my house is gonna be a skeleton. And I actually get the emails from Aldi, and Aldi was like, hey, take a look at, some costumes that we have. So I looked at them, and one of those costumes ended up being like a skeleton one. So I'm like, shoot, I need to go. But yeah. And then, like I mentioned before, on Saturday I have the New York City garage sale. And then I gotta go to church on Sunday. So that's the dealio so far. I love this. So cute. I love my little magnet that I made. And yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's what my October is looking like. I know it's not super pretty, but it is what it is. It's okay. We're doing our best over here. Okay? But yeah, like I said, I'm actually glad that it's looking empty, because look at this. Like, that's so much, right? Let's look at August. August, I was very creative-ish. Let's see what else comes before August. Is it July? Yeah. Let's see, July. Oh, goodness. Look at all those nose pens. Love it. I don't know where these are. I need to find them. When I was moving, I put away so many stickers that I have no idea where the heck they are. Yeah. Let's see. Before July is May. Let's see, May. Oh gosh. Look at all that. My goodness, look at all that money spent. 2,990. Oh, 2,944.34. Ew, what the heck is that hair doing? I shed, you guys. I shed on every good day. April. Oh, I love this April spread just because of the little colors. Lots of no spends. Lots of unnecessary purchases. But let's go back. Let's see, March. Okay. March was okay. Oh my goodness, look at that Advantage payment. $630. Look at how much I paid for taxes, you guys. $1,265.49. And New Jersey flipping charged me $301.26. That was a very, very expensive day. $1,566 in one shot. Guys, pay your taxes. Pay your flipping taxes. Okay. And I always pay my taxes. That's what I owed them. Okay. February. In February, you could tell that I was making a lot of money from inbox dollars. Like, look at that. 10, 15, 20, 15. It's dried up a little bit just because I don't say it as much. But yeah, sign up to inbox dollars. But first, go ahead and get the freebie from my website, which you guys can get. It's the ebook that I created. Feel free to go ahead and, start on inbox dollars. It's great. I love it. I have to be honest, I haven't been there in quite a bit. Anyway, you see? January inbox dollars, $40, $10, $10. This month alone, I made what? $50, $60. Look at that payment again. $450 towards my student loans. $100 towards my student loans. Diosito Santo. $652 towards my student loans. And this month alone, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $1,200. That's literally an entire paycheck that went towards my student loans in January. Whew. Okay. Anyway, back to October, because this was so many months ago. Look, do not spend money unnecessarily. All right. Anyway, that's it. I'll leave you guys with this quote over here. And if you like this video, feel free to go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, comment down below a little seal, yeah, or anything marine related, you know, from the ocean. Look, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. That's very nice. All right, you guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys on my next one.